Hey, you like the boar? You like boar Rivens? Boar is a shotgun. Status based, hits 100% status, four dual stats. It's nice. This is not that. This is kind of a meme build. We're going to take a look at it real quick to kind of broach into the subject. This is a damage magazine side Riven. It's real nice. It's a lot of damage, especially considering this it's got 3 damage mods done in here. 2 fire rates and a tactical pump. Plus chilling reload, which doesn't do much for damage. But it's hilarious. So just to get this out of the way, if you want to make the boar prime a nuke machine, you run a bunch of fire rates for get you stats, and it nukes. Because it still armor ships, because it fires quickly. And so, yeah, if you want to make the boar prime nuke, just give it just corrosive and a bunch of fire rate. And it'll armor strip because it's firing so many shots. And if you're lucky, it will nuke them way faster than it is. So yeah, we'll just get that out of the way. If you want the fast time to kill, yes, you full auto it. But let's take a look at that spread. You see that? That is absurd. That's way too much spread. So we don't want fire rate. Fire rate's pointless in this thing. And we don't really want more status unless we're, really committing to status, which we're going to. But unless you get 160 plus on a Riven, you don't really need more status. What you want for the boar, the problem with the boar is it just doesn't do very much damage, and it's a shame. So we're gonna fix that. Here's Scattering Inferno. Trust me, look, remove multi-shot, 100% status, so look, it works. Now here's the real question for this. We've got better reload speed to fix the problem the Riven's got. We've got the full status. We've got the status damage, the elemental damage. We've got multi-shot. We've got Riven damage. We've got Riven mag size. So we've got everything fixed. So what do we want for this last spot? Now, 99.9% of people, I think, would say point blank. Oh, it's just damage. It's more damage. Now, no. Watch this. We'll go back in so the stats are saved. Watch this. 99% damage versus 60% multi-shot. I get more damage. And also more pellets, so more status. So, in short, how this works is all of your mods scale off your base numbers instead of your modded damage. So look, boar prime, by standard, fires 8 pellets. Poof. See that? 8 pellets. Alrighty. Then multi-shot. If you add multi-shot, 100% multi-shot, so now fires 16. Poof. Alrighty. So, if we do the math, 60% more multi-shot should be, 25 shots. Because, 60% of 16, it comes out to around, if you add that, it's somewhere around 25. And, that's terrible, that's wrong. That is not 25. That is about 18, I believe. So, effectively what happens is, this doesn't scale off the 16. This still scales off your 8 pellets by base. And that's the same with almost all mods. There's a few that don't. I don't believe I have any in here. Cleansing mods. These scale off your modded damage. And technically, multi-shot scales off your modded damage because you fire off more bullets. But we're not talking about that. That's for a whole different video. So in short, you want to diversify your types of damage as much as possible. This is a damage ribbon. This adds almost 300% damage. This adds almost nothing after that, because you're already doing so much of that type of damage multiplier. So you're better off, even though this is still getting diminishing returns, it's still better than this one, because there's still better than point blank, because there's so much less multi-shot being added already. If this was a 300% multi-shot, I'd still run Hell's Chamber for the lulz, but this would be way less helpful than it would be if it was now. Alright, now we get that out of the way. Here's the build. I got a damage magazine size Riven. Honestly, this is the best. I've had a multi-shot. I've had a dual crit. This is the best Riven I've gotten for this thing. Because realistically, the only thing the boar lacks is damage. This thing's putting about 13,000 damage a shot. I don't like this here. I really don't like this, but it's here. Yeah, so let's just take her for a ride and see how she goes. See how she functions. We'll do the standard 4x4 for these boys. It's not slash from using bombards. Bombards, you need to armor strip because they're not weak versus corrosive. Alrighty. Remember what we said earlier? You don't want to full auto it. Spread goes crazy. You want to tab fire it so that, get a more controllable spread, more damage overall. So let's go up. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I could reliably hit the head. I'm missing because I'm going for headshots while they're down, which isn't a good idea. You could clearly open fire into them. They're slightly better time to kill, but it's not excessively better. From 0 to empty. And you're going to get a lot less headshots. Now, if you can find some way to CC them, like pre-nerf Bob-on, or standard Bob-on, if you're not testing it, so you could just get consistent headshots, this thing would tear stuff apart. So yeah, that's kind of what you're looking at. Damage is nice. This thing really just wants damage. That's the only reason it doesn't scale well, is its damage just isn't very high. Which is a shame, because it's a fun gun. So let's grab, like, a good old, like, a swordy level test, I guess you could say, of corrupted enemies. 5 of these guys. Alrighty. We'll do level 75. No. There we go. Level 75. Let's see how this works. Alrighty. Again, go for 2 taps. 3 taps. I apologize for the fact that I'm not avoiding damage excessively. I main Rhino, and if I'm not playing Rhino, I'm playing Rhinos. So this is kind of just acceptable for these guys. This is less about my survivability and more about this thing's ability to kill stuff, which exists in spades. So you want to kind of tap fire it. You want to basically use like a strum wraith, but instead of reloading, you're moving. So you know with strum wraith, you kind of reload while you're moving. This one's more just, you just move. You wait to reload. Don't waste that mag size. Maybe that at all. What's your immune? You can see handles level 75 corrupted enemies, whole herd of them, quite nicely. We had what, 1 reload in there. So yeah, if you're getting a Riven for this thing, aim for damage. Again, I had a crit one dual crit. You could do dual crit. It will work. It'll do killing for you. I wasn't a fan personally, but it's definitely viable. 5 dispo. I think this is the highest dispo for any shotgun, and shotguns are the best weapon type in the game. So, you know, you can make it work. So, hunt for damage, multi-shot, clearly. If you want crit, you need dual crit. So, you gotta dual crit or forget crit. Negative reload speed's a pain, so I have to run chilling reload, or else I have a 4-second reload speed, which sucks. The one other thing, if you really want to make this thing shred armor, is if you can get 120% status, you can make this thing a pure radiation to do damage or a pure corrosive to shred armor, which is good. It's very, very good. And the last thing is negative impact. If I could get a negative impact thing for this, that would be glorious. But I'm not going to find that, probably, I think. So yeah, that's the Boar Prime with a Boar Visitin. Actually, I was looking for a Visitin for a Grinlock at one point. With a Boar Visitin Riven for it. Yeah, and I got this thing too, but it's not as good. So yeah, that's about it. Yeah. You like my fashion frame for my Beetle Boy? Look like an Easter Bunny knockoff. Alright, that's it. Deuces.